What up? I'm back. Dude, this song is it's a fun one. It does have profanity. Probably a lot of it. But this is what I painted my spray paint one to. And today is all September 15th. September 15th, my mom's birthday. Yeah, this song is fire, bro. I just don't care. I don't care. Like, if people get offended by profanity, like, have fun. You know, have fun. Have fun. This song is sick, man. Music is music. Music is fire, bro. And like I said, this journey that I've been on, dude, it's something special. It's a reevaluation of the world and how I see the world and how all these people before me told me a way to live. And I'm saying fuck that. I'm gonna live the way that I want to live. That's between me and my maker. You're not my maker. Never met my makers. I probably never will, other than one. The one who made them. And that's between me and him. So whatever. You have your own. I'm nobody's kid. I'm my own. A lot's gonna change pretty soon. A lot's gonna change pretty soon. Definitely gonna get rid of my last name for sure. It's gone. But first name, we'll see. We'll deliberate over some time. If I'm a new me, I'm my own me, based on what I find to believe to be true, not what anyone's put before me. Then I need to step into that. That means a new name has to come, not one that was given to me, but one that I choose. And if I choose one, my creator chooses one for me as well. That's how it works. Because he gives me free will. Therefore, as long as I'm in line with my morals, as long as I'm in line with my judgment calls, as long as I'm not hurting and infringing in somebody's free will, boom. That's how it works. Yes, there's rules in this world. I follow them. But I follow the rules of the Creator. I do not follow the rules of man. Because men, whatever, you have no authority over me. You just don't. Like, it's so funny. As this journey goes on, like, I'm understanding what control is. And I'm understanding that every decision that you make, you are always in control. Except a few times when maybe someone overpowers you or something like that. But, like, physically. But mentally, you're still in control. You may be hoodwinked, you may be tricked, your brain may be split. But that took time of programming, but you had to accept over and over and over and over again the programming that someone did to you, that your father told you were wrong. You had to accept it over and over and over again until you finally just gave up and you just started to live the life that people above you chose for you. As you wake up, your eyes open, that's a choice. Because you can close them and go back to sleep. Put food in your mouth. You physically put food in your mouth. That's a choice. I mean, you think about these people that work their whole life. Then they retire. And they sit at home. And they die soon. Die 2 years after they retire because they made a choice to retire and sit. And then they just get tired of that. And then they just give up. Or if a loved one dies, and then we grieve and grieve and grieve, you're making a choice to grieve over and over again. It's fine to grieve. It sucks. That loved one is gone. But you need to grieve for a little window of time, not for the rest of eternity. You have to get back to life. You still have time. You didn't die. They passed away. Their time was done, not yours. But if you choose to stay inside, you choose to just sit in a chair and moan and cry for all of eternity, your body's going to start shut down because you just don't care. And your body picks up. I don't care. I don't want to be here because the thing that I lost, the thing that I love the most, passed away. You know, it sucks. I watched it. I've watched it all the time, dude. Like someone, you know, it's weird. But it's like you choose everything. Like, you're always in control. I laugh because, like I said, I do talk about how I surrendered to the rest of the world. And that's why I'm saying, like, to the universe, to God, to everything outside of my control. However, everything inside this vessel is controlled by me. If I don't control it, then somebody else is in control. If someone tells me to do something and I do it, it's me choosing whether or not to do it. I've watched myself lately, dude. I'm kind of a dick. But it's old Cody coming back, and it's old Cody going, no. No, I'm not going to do that. That makes zero sense for me. There's nothing beneficial for me. And a lot of it has to do with work. When it comes to helping human beings, or any kind of emotional stuff, or just talking, or just freely giving someone time, that's totally different. But when it comes to someone trying to take advantage of me, no, hell no. And I'm pretty downright mean about it. Honestly, I'm really short, and that's fine because a lot of it is it's just the totality of my life, and it's kind of adding up today. I met this woman today, and me and her talked probably 4 or 5 months ago, and I met her one day, and I don't know, whatever. She told me, she said I was angry that day when we were talking, and we were talking about adoption. We were talking because she has an adopted daughter. And so I was just talking about adoption and stuff, and maybe even my dad. And I was like, you know, I still probably have a grudge or something like that. And I told her today, I was like, you know what, he's gone. He left in 1995. It's like, so in my perception, he's not my father. Number one, he's not attached to me with blood. And like I said, this will piss people off. This will make people mad. It sucks, but to me, it's like you have no dominance, you have no power over me. You forfeited that on your own. You weren't there for me. It's not good. It's not bad. But the decision that he made left repercussions on us. And one of those repercussions was Cody. When he's 36 years old, when he's 35 years old, going, you weren't my father. That's just one of the repercussions. And I don't see anything wrong with that at all. But this is my perception. And I did it on my own. It's a harsh reality. It's a harsh reality for all men that leave their kids, that do something that implements themselves, that cheats on their wives, even if for some reason it was deserved, even if there was some justified reason, which there never is, but even if there was some, you could justify it all day long, but you abandoned your kids. You didn't not only just be weak and have a problem with your not being in control of your animal side and want to blame it on this and blame it on that. But ultimately, in all reality, you left your kids. You failed them.
Hey, you know it's crazy?
You failed them. It is what it is. Hopefully you can make it up. Hopefully your kid's not me. Hopefully your kid's not me. I'll forgive you, but it doesn't mean I have to be your friend. I'm a different human being. I'm me. And that's probably going to be my new name. I don't see no other point in anything else other than I am me. I am me Cox. Yeah, that's funny, but it's not gonna be Cox either, so that's done. Whatever, you gotta learn these things, and you gotta understand, yes, it was a mistake that was made. Now make up for it. Try your best. Change. Be a better man. That's a lesson. Either you learn from it or you don't. Life is a lesson. Everything you face is a lesson. And then you get to choose. You are in control. I make mistakes all the time. It's part of life. It's part of growing. It's part of the game. And sometimes there's not enough time to correct all the wrongs. That's life. It's life. It's any video game, you run out of time. You gotta do what you can with the time that you have. Today was fire, dude. You know, I knew it was my mom's birthday, but when I woke up this morning, my energy was cool again. It's not crazy, it's cool. I like it. I enjoy it. It's a fun time that I get with myself and whatever. And just chill in bed, hang out, communicate, and just kind of think, man. And it's cool. It's weird. It's, you know, I kind of like it, and I actually do like it. It's cool. It's weird. It's different. It's different, but you know, you kind of get used to it a little bit, but then it's like you want more. You want something different than whatever energy's in the morning, but whatever. So I woke up and I went and got food, and you know, I feel pretty good eating like healthy, man. I love it. And then when I got there, I got a phone call, and it made me remember that I had to go pick up my my proofs of my painting, because I forgot all about it. But when I woke up, I knew about it. I just forgot about it. So like I came home, I loaded up some paintings, and I intended to grab a special one, and so I took some down and I rolled them up, and then I didn't even end up grabbing that one. And in my head, it's like, that's cool. I was kind of frustrated at first, but then it's like, every time I do something and it frustrates me, I just go, well, evidently, it's not meant to be that way. You know, like I just roll with it, and it really helps me. Like I just don't get frustrated for long if I do get frustrated, because number one, there's no point in being angry, especially for a long amount of time. And why would you ever want to be angry when I can be happy, or when I can be in peace? Well, I can be content. So it's like, whatever, just roll back into it is what it is, and just keep moving forward. And so you know, whatever. So I didn't even find that out until I got and started rolling out my paintings for them at the place. But it was cool, man. I went up there and I was talking to the woman. She was like, well, we gotta get him. And she was talking, and she was like, you know, I thought about your painting all weekend. And I was like, that's cool. That's cool. I was like, I don't really know. Like, my stuff is cool. My stuff is fire for me. My stuff is perfect, exactly the way it's supposed to be. And but it is cool because people are slowly getting to see some of my work, and not from the pictures, because the pictures is one thing, but in person. And it's funny, like I saw a guy, Tim Yankee, who's gonna have a show the other night, and I looked at his stuff and I'm like, that's cool stuff, you know. And it's weird to me. It's like, that's cool stuff, but I'm like, I think about my stuff, and this is not conceited at all, but I'm like, dude, my shit's way better. My stuff is way more technical. Like, my stuff is crazy, and I'm telling you, it's not me. I'm the vessel. But I'm just saying, the art that I am creating is big. It's big. It's all of me. And every art piece from every human being is big. It's all of them. Everything that we create as humans is all of them. However, I'm just saying, being that this is my movie, this is my perception, I think my stuff is better. And it's not, I'm not comparing it. I'm just saying I've never seen anything like my stuff. His stuff is kind of like mine, with the bright colors and stuff. But it's like, this is why I believe in myself. I believe in myself, number one, because I look at other people's stuff, like this guy who's a big artist. I'm like, dude, my stuff is just as good. Yeah, it's different. But it's like there's no difference between the talent there. There's not. And I understand that art is, it's whatever, it's marketing. But I'm just saying, like, man, it's like, my shit's real, bro. And that's what's funny. It's like I've been hanging out at the art place, and like I'm just been looking at their stuff, and like in my head, I'm just like, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not being conceited. I'm just saying, like, my stuff is fire. My stuff is fire, and it's real. And it's like they keep saying, like, some of them keep saying, like, well, you're gonna be in here. I'm like, you know what? At the end of the day, it's like I don't want to be there. I'm bigger than that, and I'm literally bigger than that, because I have a show in my house that's gonna be bigger than that, literally physically bigger. And it's all the same muse. It's all from the same person. It's all for the same person. My shit is worldwide. Mine is a new way of living. My stuff is everything. My talks, my spray paint, my scenes, my music. I am bringing the world together. And I'm going to lead by example. I have to do this. I am doing this. I am me. It's so weird, man, because it's like since I was a little kid, I just knew, deep down inside of me, I knew all that I was around was nothing compared to what I want to do. I never saw anybody make an impact. A real impact. Really changed lives. I understand, I'm at a crossroads, kind of, sort of, where it's like, I keep thinking about me. And I think about me in the sense of, like, you can see all these people living a great life. And yes, they're influencers, but more it's about them, right? And it's about them living a good life and then videotaping it and having fun. But like, to me, it's like, but that's not me. In order for me to be happy, I have to not only, it doesn't take much for me to be happy. It really doesn't. That's what's weird. But me helping other people, me watching other people change, me watching other people smile, me watching people be happy, that makes me happy. I'm already happy, but that's extra. Because then I know they're not fucking alone. Like, I was alone for 35 years. And technically, I'm still technically alone. But it's a different, I'm with me now. I'm all of me. I'm back together. I'm back to one. I'm three. I'm not one anymore. You know, when you look at it like that, either you're in the darkness or you're in the light, right? And so you're either one or you're one. I'm three. I combine both the dark and the light versions of Cody. The lonely ass version and the loving Cody. I combined them and I made a new me. That's three. So there's three of me. I'm a third. I'm a full. I'm no longer alone. You know, you think about, I talked to this guy the other day and he was talking about the devil on the shoulders thing. The devil and the angel. Well, what I did, instead of me being the devil, me being my own devil, I said, you know what? I want to be my own devil. And I'm going to be my own angel. And we're going to blend together. I'm going to fuse you together. You're gonna coexist and make this new human being. Like the Power Rangers. When they all came together, they made Megazords or whatever. That's what I did. That's what I did. And now I always got friends. I got multiple personalities, technically. Not really. But I have a dark side, an animal side. And then I have the light, nature, nurture side. And I can flow back and forth easy. Flow like water. Do what I need to do to face the world. If I need to talk bad to somebody, I can talk bad to them. If I need to check somebody, I can check them. If I need to check myself, I can check myself. So I'm in control. No one else. No one else is in control of me. Life is fun. Life is a blast. But you have to choose to have fun. You have to choose to have a blast. It's that simple. And if anyone says it's not, then you're never going to be having a blast and having fun. Because it's that simple. Yes, there's real struggles. But you can change your perception. I'm telling you. But it takes work. And it ultimately just takes trust in yourself. The trust that the world stole from you. The trust that the world told you were wrong. That you couldn't do this. That you couldn't do that. That you're stupid. That you're dumb. Don't trust your feelings. Because if you trust your feelings, that's dumb. If you trust your feelings, you're going to go to hell. I'm already in hell. I'm not now, but I was. And it's funny because the people that tell you that, they're in hell too. And they don't want you to be happy because they don't know what, they're not happy. And misery loves company. Hurt people hurt people. But people shit on your parade. When you have a good day, or you have a come up, or you get a trophy, or you do good, or you get a new car, or you get a new job, you get a raise at work. Everyone has something negative to say. You sleep your way to the top. Who gives a fuck? If you slept your way to the top, more power to you. You do what you gotta do. Do what makes you happy. Don't hurt people. But if someone's gonna allow you to sleep your way to the top, sleep. Sleep. Who cares? You guys are two consenting adults. Do what you want. Yeah, there's repercussions to everything. But at least be in control of your life. You want to run the streets? Run them. Real repercussions. But at least be in control of your life. God, don't let someone dictate every move you make. And maybe you start running the streets and you think it's fun for a minute, and then you become miserable, and then you learn that you don't want to run the streets anymore, that you want an intimate relationship with somebody. Maybe those are the lessons that lead you up to the point to where you look at your life and you go, wait a minute. Yeah, it was physically fun. But every morning when I woke up in these random people's houses, I was still fucking alone. Cody. Holla at me. Let me help you. I'll help you. But you got to become intimate with yourself. It's all about the self. It's all inside of you. The Creator gave you you. Everything is inside you. Like, it's not outside of us.
Hey, you know it's crazy? When it bitch die.
I don't know, dude. Life is fun.
Don't need time waiting on nobody. 3-5, I'm rolling and get my lungs right. It seems like the gunfights fun like.
This song gets me hyped. Because time waits on nobody.
fights, fun life. Ain't no love life, all these bitches wanna fuck right. How my Zeke died, thought real niggas never die. Gotta sleep tight, cause people ain't waking up now. I know my nigga made it.
They was cool, man. Whatever, we talked at the art place this morning, and I gave her 3 new paintings, and I'm just excited, bro. She showed me the proofs, and I'm like, dude, this is cool because all my art's so big, and honestly, like, I tell you, I look at my art a couple minutes when I'm posting everything, and then I watch my video one time when I'm going to sleep, and then maybe I don't even finish it, because then I turn over and let it keep playing until it's done, or I'll listen to the talk again and restart, and then I won't watch it, though. I'm just trying to go to sleep. And so like, and I told the guy today, I was like, dude, I don't, like, I was talking about the way, well, he was talking about the way that he creates art, and he'll paint, and then he'll leave it for a couple of days, and then he'll come back and paint, and he'll leave it for a couple of days. And I'm like, dude, I don't do that at all. Like, I want to paint all right now. And maybe in the future I'm going to change to a little bit of that, but I know in all reality, it's not going to be that way for me. It's like when I'm doing it, I'm doing it. If I got to paint for 8 hours, I'm painting for 8 hours. If I got to paint for 6, I got to paint for 6. If I had a different place to paint and I wasn't working, then I would do something big like that. But right now, this is what it is. I mean, hell, I just painted for 3 hours. Like I said, everything I do is a lot. I burned the candle at both ends. I tried to rest a little bit yesterday. I just go. There's no point. There's only so much time. And I want to make the use of all of it. All of it. All of it. I ain't wasting time because you can't get it back. Can't get it back. My mom's birthday's today. She didn't even make 61. She didn't make 60. No, but it was cool, man. I got my paintings today, dude, and I'm proud. I'm proud of my stuff. Like, I'm proud that I got a proofs of it, and so now I can start that process. Yeah, it's expensive as hell, and I got 100 paintings. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money to invest in yourself. But it's worth every damn dime. You know, and it's cool. I used to watch a show called, like, I don't know what it was, but he would always say, like, work to hunt or something like that, or hunt to live. But I just keep thinking about it, like, dude, I'm working to do art. Like, I'm working so I can make money and then put all my money in art. Like, literally. And I don't care about nothing else except working to make money, to invest in myself. On my art part. I mean, I still invest time with talking and listening to myself all day long. And yeah, dude, it's just a process, and it's like, it's crazy because it's like, man, like, I love people, I really do. And, but there's always a different energy. Because it's like, some people, it's weird. It's almost like when I meet people, when I talk to people, when I'm with people, some people, I just don't want to be with them. And it's very hard to explain. They're just not worth my time. And I hate to say it that way. But it's just like, anything that we do together is pointless in my eyes. And I know it's not, but it's like I want to either learn from you. I want to learn from you. And so some people, it's just like, the only thing that you give me is an attitude or some kind of, you want to try and control me or tell me what to do. And I was like, that's not learning. There's not equal give and take between two human beings. And it's like, I try and break it, and I do good. I do actually really good at breaking people sometimes and getting them to get out of that mind. But sometimes it's just frustrating, And it's just like, I could care less about the work. A lot of it is just I care less about the work. The work will get done. The work is simple. The work is easy. And that's just me, like, you just do it. And so that's kind of how, one way my brain works, that makes it look like everything that I do is easy. And it is. It really is. Everything is easy. Because this goes back to the thing about putting a label on something and saying it's hard or difficult or going to take time. That's the point is, if you have to take time, and then you start dreading what you're doing. And I did it a couple months ago, like flipping that house. And I was like, now, as I matured and kind of went through and understood, it's like, that's so stupid and pointless. It's a waste. Number one, it's a waste of time. Because I could almost have the task done in the amount of time it took me, because I'm sitting here moping and crying about having to do a task. And thinking it's hard. Why don't we just figure out the task and do it? Like, quick. Like, just do it. They don't even have to do it quick or hard or anything. You just do it. Just steady work. And that's what I used to tell people all the time. I was like, dude, I don't work hard at all. I just work steady. And I did. I wouldn't take lunches. I wouldn't do none of that stuff. Now it's a little bit different, especially if people are with me, because everyone wants to eat all the time. And, which I like to eat too, but I get in modes when I go to work and no one's there, then I just work until the work is done. Here's how I make money, You don't get paid by the hour. You get paid by the job. So, like, the quicker I get done, the more money I make. And, but I don't know. So when I'm with people and we're working, like, and it's not my job, and I gotta go work for somebody else or go hang out with them, it's so weird to me, man, because it's just like, I like to care less about this work. It's gonna get done. I know you don't know who I am completely. You truly don't know what I'm capable of, which is everything. And like, I could care less. Like, I want to know about you. I want to talk about your family. I want to, I want to know. I want to learn. Like, that's the reason we're together. Yes, we're doing a task. But I'm starting to understand that every task that we're doing has nothing to do with anything other than to bring humans together for the stuff that truly matters, which is giving each other time, which is giving each other information, which is giving each other love and attention. And so it's like, every situation that I go somewhere, like, I'm going deep, bro. Like, I want to go deep. I want to help. I want to hear. You probably have some shit and some knowledge in that brain that I need to better myself. New perceptions that I need. New things to humble my ass. New ideas. Like I said, that woman today, she told me I was angry last time, and I was like, dude, I didn't think I was, but then when she said it, I was like, well, yeah, evidently I am. I was, and I was angry about the adoption stuff, and just kind of just the totality of all of it. And, so it made me check myself and humble myself. I'm like, fuck, sitting on a couch talking to this woman, having a pride and ego battle, just going, this is just my life, every single day, having to punch myself in the face with pride and ego. And it's fun, but it does it gets under my skin, but then it's like, that's why it's there. That's why it's supposed to make you feel sick. That's why it's supposed to make you feel upset. So you fix it. So you face it. So you don't feel sick anymore. That's what these emotions are for. Energy in motion. Grab that energy. Look at that energy. Find out where the energy is coming from and why you have it. And then face it. And fix it. And expel that energy. And then once that moment is done, boom, you're good. And then you're going to have another event later. I guess if you finish it all the way. Which I tend to. I overcome the battles instantly, and then I never have to face them again. But then I'll get a battle that could be similar or about the same subject, just shaped in another perception or form, and then I'll have to battle that again. And that's just life. But it's fun, man. It's really fun because it's like, I don't see the point of not growing? Like, it doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. That stagnant energy is just so boring, man. That stagnant energy of, like, complacency in your reality is just, to me, that's hell. Complacency is hell. And I think that's why we age. That's why we grow. It's because it's constantly trying, like, physically. Because it causes you to keep changing every day outside of your control. Because I think that if every human being, if we didn't grow, at some point we would all just be baseline complacent. And then that would just stop the growth of everything. Because we get so comfortable so easy. And then you just end up in a cycle for all of eternity. Well, I like to break cycles. I only like to be in cycles for a little bit, other than what I want in the future with this one person. I want that for fucking eternity. And I'm gonna have it. But that's the only one thing that I want. I don't want the rest of my life to be that way. I want one thing. I want one home. I want one time traveler's wife. Well, I'm going through time. But I can always go home to that. I can always go home to that. Someone can ground me. Someone can keep me safe. Someone I can trust. Trust that they're going to do exactly what they do. And be okay with that. I don't need a bunch of them. I just need one. But I will have my people with me. And that's a little bit different. That's going to be something new, man. To have a family that chooses me and I choose them back. But but at a mature level of choice. Not a choice of we were just compacted together because whatever. But that we choose each other because we respect each other, because we love each other, because we want to grow together. We want to do things together. We want to change the world together. We have the same ideas. We want to raise our kids together. We want to make a new world together. A better one. A happy one. We want to protect our kids together. We want to let them flourish, let them create. We got to keep them safe so they can help change the world with their ideas, with their untainted minds, with their unbroken minds, with their unprogrammed minds. By this elite class that doesn't give a fuck about you, that only cares about money and making you a slave and keeping you part of the system. I mean, if you really look at everything that they do, just look at it. Now they want to take away your protection. Have fun. I mean, technically 99.9% of the time we don't need protection from nothing. And that's coming from a guy who lived a life of all he did was try to protect himself. Someone who watches every human being that I walk by. Someone who I watch their mannerisms. I watch where their hands are. I watch their eyes. I watch everything. Because it was for protection. And I wasn't really physically afraid of anyone. And I've never been physically afraid of anyone. But emotionally, it scared the hell out of me. You know? Afraid to be intimate with anyone. Afraid to open up to anyone. Because they're going to break my little heart. And like I said yesterday morning, I figured out how to get rid of that. There's nothing to be afraid of. Just give everyone your heart. Not all of it, because I'm going to, like I said, one person will get all of it. But at least unconditionally love every human being for exactly what they are, which is a human being. Baseline love. And understand and trust that they're going to do whatever it is that they do. And that's what I trust. And whatever that they do, I can handle it. I can adapt to it. I can manage it. I'll be okay. Because I trust myself and my ability to handle any situation. However it turns out, it's meant to turn out. In every situation, with every human being, is a lesson. And I'm in the game of lessons, learning lessons. So I only want to learn them once. And then I need something new. I don't want to be like I used to, which would run through cycles over and over again. You look at people's lives now, and you watch. Like, this is the point. I talked to a dude the other day, said, one dude was married 9 times. I was like, that dude never learned his lesson. He got married 9 times. You know, and maybe he was looking at everyone else as a problem when it's like, wait a minute, dude, you married 9 different people. The lesson's inside you somewhere. You need to figure that out. You never learned your lesson. So you keep living that cycle over and over and over again until you learn your lesson. You gotta take the time and learn your lessons. But you have to be aware, and you have to be humble enough, and you have to deal with some pride and ego battles and go, wait a minute, maybe I'm the reason. And I know, I look at my life and it's like, yeah, no one ever really helped me. I understand that I was the reason. I know I was an individual kid who blocked the world away. I know I did it. But all I'm saying is, like, at least my mom could have pushed through that and then kept pushing until she broke me. But I understand that I was difficult. I understand that I was stubborn. I don't blame her for it. I was a difficult human being. She didn't know how to help me. She didn't have time to help me because she was so busy just trying to feed us. But it's fine. I appreciate all of it. Because now I can be with someone in the future, and I didn't have to go through all these lessons and marry all these women or have kids everywhere. Well, I can have it with the one that I want. Well, I figured everything out. I know that I could do my best to not mess up, to not hurt her, to not destroy her. And when I give her love, or gave her love, or when I tossed my heart into the sky and surrendered it to the process, I don't ever have to take my heart back. She could go, she could run away, whatever. But it's not going to hurt me. So I'm never going to take my heart back or my love back. And that's from all human beings as well. I understand that I'm going to be betrayed. I understand that people are going to spit in my face. I understand all this stuff. It's already happened. People talk shit about me, say I'm the bad dude. Yes, and I did do some weird stuff, probably. But Cody loves, and when Cody loves completely, and Cody loves hard. And once I give a heart away, like, I don't take it back. I can actually look back in my life. I've never took my love away from anyone. I may distance myself and walk away, but I never take my love. It's something I can't take back. Once I give you something, I'm not taking it back. I've always been like that. I just did it unconsciously. The other morning I did it consciously. I spoke it and made it real. Boom. You have it. You have my heart, you have my love. Do what you want with it. You're worthy of it. When you get here, you get here. And if you leave, you leave. You always have my heart. In the discussion. It's not mine to take back anymore. You're in control of it. Keep it safe, please. I trust you enough to give you my heart and to keep me safe. Which I've never gave a heart like that. I never trusted safety in anyone. I've never trusted safety and security in anyone. Ever. And honestly, I probably never will again. Just one. One person is deserving of that, not everyone. I trust that humans would do exactly what they're gonna do. So maybe I have a little bit more trust in one other human than I do the rest of the world. And that's probably that's the case. It's always been the case. I trust people differently. And I trust that you're going to do whatever you do, but it can lean to the right or it can lean to the left a little. Just because I have a knowing. I have an understanding of people. And it's not good and it's not bad. I just understand. It's like you understand that when the shit hits the fan, I trust that some people could have run that way, and I trust that some people could have run with you into the fire. It's not good. It's not bad. It just is. Dude, my art is fun, dude. Dude, so this morning, I was listening to my talk and my music, dude, my music is going country. I did talk about maybe trying to painting the country music, but man, now my whole playlist is like 90% country. It just kicked over overnight. And so I guess it's telling me I need to start doing country, painting the country music. So my last song, which will be tomorrow night, because this painting is 3 hours long, so I'm going to cut it in half and put 3 videos tonight and then some videos tomorrow. So this is the first song, and then the second song is going to be the last song, which is the country song. And like I said, I love country, dude. I am country music. But, and the music that's been playing and coming on my queue is not bad. It's decent, And it's not really a lot of bro country that's popping up, so thank goodness. But I don't know. I'm just vibing because like last week and the last 2 weeks, it's kind of been more rap music like this. And and then it kind of shifted back into some of the music I had before, and then now it's shifting to country music. So whatever, I just surrender to it. Like I said, a lot of this stuff is technically out of my control, and I surrender to it. And so I surrender to my playlist, I surrender to what pops up, because I give it weight as is. Whatever happens, whatever pops up happens, and I can grab inspiration from anything, I can create from anything, and if I'm feeling it, if I connect to it, which I connect to music in a different way than I think maybe a lot of humans do, and I just feel it. I feel all the emotions in it. I feel I would be an amazing producer for sure. And I don't know. I love music, and it's funny because it's like I don't listen to other people's. I don't know. I did hang out with a girl a couple days, and she listened to more like emo, screamo, and I love that stuff, dude. And but it was, and then whatever. Then we listened to some other stuff, but I was just laughing. It was hilarious. But some bump and grind music. It was the funniest thing I ever heard in my life. It was crazy. It's a crazy night. But yeah, so I don't really I'm not listening to other people's music and their playlists and stuff like that, which I think is fire, bro. I think it's so sick. I've hung out with people, and then, you go to their house and they play their music, and it's not my music. And so, I connect to my music differently, because it's exactly what I need, because it's mine. If that makes any sense. And then when I'm with other people and they're playing their music, it's off. I can jam it, but it's not. It's almost like there's a disconnect, right? I can't explain it other than it's a disconnect because it's not what's in what would the word be? In alignment with me right now. With all this music, everything that's coming in my playlist, it's all perfect, right? It's all in my energy alignment. For some real reason, my energy pulls exactly what I need, and somehow the algorithm knows. And that's mostly just because we're energy, and we're really energy, and so we are actually controlling a lot more things than we know we are. And we are controlling outcomes, we control electronics, we control a lot of stuff. If you become aware and you watch, you will understand. You understand that you can make lights blink. You can have power surges and make things happen. You're nothing but energy. And so it's weird because I've been to places and I'm hanging out with people, and the radio or the music, the playlist would shift to what I was thinking in my head. It was crazy. There was one night specific, I was with some people, and they were drinking, I didn't drink. And I was standing there, they just kept trying to get me to drink, and I was like, nah, I'm kind of like on a little sabbatical. I was like, I'm not going to drink for a little bit. I want to be sober for a while. And but the playlist was just constantly just in my head, and it was like I would know what was coming on next. It was so weird. But yeah, music to me is a lot, and it's cool, man. But it's shifting the country, and it's cool. I can dig it. I can dig some country music, man. And especially being fall, dude. Like sitting outside, chilling, bonfires, like field parties. Country music, man. It's all cool. Well, I don't know. Today was weird. Today, I get so frustrated sometimes. I mostly just get frustrated with like one or two people because the way that their style of doing, well, I mean, I guess it's just it's almost like it's me. Maybe I just get frustrated at that. Maybe it's stuff that I need to fix, and that's probably it. Like I said, because it's when you look in reality, it's like, and you look at people like. You're mirroring each other, right? So you're mirroring yourself. So if you don't like something in somebody, it's something that you need to look at. And so I just need to keep focus of that. That if I don't like something in somebody, it's something that's triggering me because it's me. And maybe it's something that I do, and I just gotta fix that, and then I get what I give, right? But then at the same time, it's like, I kind of talked to the dude today, and I was like, I don't even know how much longer I'm going to be here. I was like, I like helping, and I like doing the art stuff, like at the art place, but it's like, at the same time, it's like, it's actually really frustrating to me sometimes. Like, I like meeting the artists. I like getting to touch the art and hang the art, and, but at the same time, it's like, it's just frustrating to me, just because, like, I'm so independent. And it's like, now that I understand completely that I'm leading, right? And I understand that I have to lead just because no one else is going to do it. And I think, but it doesn't mean I technically want to be a leader. Because I want to lead by example. I just want to be me. But it's just frustrating when other people try and lead me, and I'm like, I don't need leading. I lead my own self. If I'm going to lead myself into a volcano, that's fine, because I'm leading myself. I led myself to where I'm at, and, I had help, but there wasn't humans to help me. And, but it was cool, man. Today's cool, and like I said, yesterday was a little emotional. Dude, I got a little emotional today. So I went and ate, and I brought my little paintings with me, and I was just looking at them, and I was like, I just looked at them. I know, and I was just thinking, I was like, dude, I'm proud today. Like, today is cool. This is the start of this, right? Which is, this is it, whatever. And just sitting there and I'm looking at my little photos. Like, this is one. This is the first one. And then I thought about it. I was like, this is called Summer Love. Because I looked back at what song it was, and it was Summer Love. And so, like, boom. I was like, it was randomly. It was weird how that painting was even chosen to be the first one. Because it was all random in a sense. And like I said, and that's why I get on board with whatever happens, is because I understand that everything happens exactly the way it is, and then later in the future, when I can kind of be a little bit more aware, and I can look back at the totality of what really happened with a higher perspective, or a different perspective, or a perspective that is, further away from, and I have more information, I can look back and go, that's the perfect painting to be my first one. And it's called Summer Love, which is the totality of a lot of stuff, and it's just on a bigger scale, and everything is on a bigger scale, and so I'm like sitting there, like, I was crying in the freaking restaurant, but no one was there, thank goodness, and it doesn't matter if they were or not, but you still got a little pride and ego, and you don't want to cry, but I don't care, honestly. I'll cry in a restaurant in a minute, bro. Dude, I'll cry in front of anyone in a minute. It doesn't bother me, really, because I understand that I have to cry. Like, it's part of a growing process, and it heals. So, yeah, it is what it is. And but it was just a cool, it was a sweet moment of just like sitting here, and it was my mom's birthday, and it's like I had a proud moment today, like, and it's the start of getting my scans back, and so I can start doing all this stuff. And even though I don't have a lot of time, I haven't had a lot of time, I gotta make time to start doing websites and stuff like that, but I don't know, man, it's just a lot, dude. It's just a lot of stuff that I have to do. I'll get done, and it's just like, it takes money or time, like, or both, and it's kind of frustrating, but it's part of the process. I'm understanding, like, it's just part of the process, and it's this part is sweet, dude. The part of the process of acting, and just keep going and keep charging and keep, popping out art and just keep busy is cool, man. Like, that's the best part of all of it, like, existing in life, in the now. And it's like, there's nothing, I don't know what there else would be. I don't understand living any other way now. Like, I don't understand not focusing on the moment, not focusing on the task at hand. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to live in the past. Like, it doesn't exist anymore. And even if I jump into the past real quick, and it's not jumping into the past because I'm bringing the past to me now, it's like holding that moment for eternity makes zero sense. So, like, bringing hell to me, bringing the past to me, bringing things that happened to me in the past, and then sitting and dwelling in them for hours or for days or for weeks, it makes zero sense to me. Because I understand the damage that does, and the stagnant energy that it puts you in. And to me, in my head, now that I've seen and lived another perception, and another time, really, where I just live in the time of now, it's like living in the past, living in regret, living in fear. And fear is just, what fear is living in the future. And like I said, living in the future is pointless as well. So just living anywhere other than now, and focusing on now and the actions that you can do now, it's pointless. And it puts you in hell. Either way, if you live in the future, you're in hell. It's something you can't obtain, you can't touch. And it puts you in worry, it puts you in fear. It puts you in all those things that you literally have zero control over. And then boom, if you live in the past, again, zero control over. And it puts you in regret. It puts you in shame for the things that you've done. It puts you in guilt for the things that you've done and you can't change. I wish I coulda. I coulda, woulda, shoulda. So it just, you jump into hell. You physically go into hell yourself.
I seen them all, he went breathing, that shit really hurt me. These niggas acting like they real as me, that really hurt me. Like they ain't out here just
And it doesn't start out as hell. That's the point. I think it's like a frog being boiled alive. It doesn't start out as hell, and it's fine. You're still safe. You can still hop out. But when you sit in there longer and longer and longer, next thing you know, you're literally burning alive. Because you pass the window of no return. And your insides are being cooked and you can't jump out anymore.
Long live my Z, man. Rest up a motherfucking soldier, man. Paper chasing Haitian, I'm telling you. This shit real.
I don't know, man. Life is fun. Dude, I'm just ready for, like,
Baby ain't loving no lady. None of
to
that.
battle. And not battle in the sense of, like, hurt people physically or anything, but I'm ready to battle, like, ideologies. I'm ready to just show people that, wait a minute, dude. There are other perceptions. And I know for a fact, I'm happy in mine.
Hey, you know it's crazy.
And at the end of the day,
When the bitch die, like, you ain't gonna never see them
I'd rather be happy
Don't need time.
and not harming anybody and not infringing in someone's free will and not judging someone and not focusing on another human being
Bitches wanna fuck right. Don't need time.
all the time
3-5, I'm rolling and get my lungs right. It seem like the gunfights fun like.
than having an ideology that causes me to focus on the future that's never going to come, where I judge every human being and tell them that they're going to hell and be miserable and not be happy. Because I'm so busy, number one, focusing on the outside world, focusing on everyone around me, and that kind of sounds counterintuitive because I'm saying I want to go battle people's things, which would kind of sounds like I want to judge them. I don't really want to judge them. I don't care what you're thinking. I want you to be happy. But I want to be able to battle it because I know it's going to be a battle. But that means I have to present my case. I have to present my perspective and at least present it and speak it out loud so they hear it. I honestly don't have to battle anyone. I just have to live my life and just say what I believe. Because I honestly don't care. I want you to be happy. And I know part of my purpose is speaking out into existence, so you have to hear it. And then from that point, you have the choice. You can stay in your pride and ego. You can continue to live in the world that you created. And you can continue to judge people, and you can judge the piss out of me all day long. You can do whatever you want. You can be mad at me. You can cuss me. You can look down on me, even though you're always going to be looking up to me. You can be jealous, whatever, because I'm smiling all the time and I'm happy. And then your ideology is keeping you in that energy because you're choosing, because you're in control of yourself. And so at the end of the day, you're choosing to live in the hell in the world that you created. And you're not looking or wanting to question or at least reevaluate it and go, maybe he's smiling for a reason. Maybe he is actually happy. And I'm not. Maybe I need to reevaluate this. And when I have kids, and I do everything I can in my power to show them and let them know that I love them. And then when they become adults, I've done everything in my power so my kids don't hate me. So my kids don't say, hey, you're not my father.
Hey, you know it's crazy? When the bitch die, like, you ain't gonna never see them again.
Because it's my choice. It's my choice to never abandon my kids because of me becoming weak and choosing on making tons of bad choices in a row to affect me and my partner's life, and then my kid's life. It's not a mistake. Those things are never a mistake. Those are choices. You make one choice and another choice and another choice and another choice and another choice. It's not a mistake. It's multiple choices. Because your life is made up of only choices. Every second of every day is a choice. A mistake is like cut the wrong yard. You know, a mistake is one thing.
Nobody tryna die. Told the bro you might as well try. I done got too high, but never too high to work that fine. Seem like everybody got it, but that shit a lie. I did my best, at least I tried. I never thought about suicide. I keep providing, ease my mind. Pills don't work for me. They joked around.
And it's almost like a mistake is only something that you could do. Man, I don't know. It's kind of confusing. It's not really. I can see how you could think about it in many different facets, but I think when you have an agreement with a human being, but there's so many different levels of like cheating, or so it's like there's literal levels of cheat, like little choices, like I shouldn't be talking to this person, or I shouldn't, you know, other than in a business atmosphere, and then we shouldn't go out and eat together, and then we shouldn't go drink together, and then we shouldn't do this, and keep pushing and making bad choices, right?
Paper chasing Haitian, I'm telling you, this shit real.
And then a mistake would be like I took a left instead of a right.
None of that.
I don't know. It's just all perspective based. Life is cool. That's what's so cool about thinking, and that's why like it's a human like me is with the mind that I have, which is really weird because it's like it's like I'm straight devil's advocate. I can be, and I always am. And it's like every concept, every idea, it's because I'm empathetic. But there's hundreds, there's infinite numbers of perspectives that can happen. And it's like, that's why I think like humans are so freaking fire. Because I definitely can. For sure. I could justify everything. Like, I literally could. And I know that if I can do this, then I know everyone else can do this. And then you watch the Christian church, where they justify everything that they do, as long as it applies to them. But then when it applies to somebody else, you know what I'm saying, then they use the rules, right? The outside external rules that are in a book, you know. But when it comes to them, if the rules are against them, they're going to justify it. They're going to flip through the book and try and cherry pick so it works out in their favor, you know, based on their creed and whatever else, whatever their outcome is. And it happens in everything. It happens in all life, you know. And that's why, like I said, that's why I always just, boom, don't infringe on someone's free will, because that is love. That's the golden rule. You know, you have the golden rule, other one, which is treat others the way you want to be treated. But that more so involves you need to love yourself first. You got to love yourself completely. But I think it was worded that way, like you need to treat others the way you want to be treated, because people up until this point is not many people in this world has succeeded at loving themselves completely. I guarantee you this. It's not many people in the grand scheme of things. Like you could say Jesus did that. You could probably say some Buddhists, some prophets, some you know, these maybe real high level, man, I don't know, some monks, a bunch of monks, tons of monks, because it takes time. It's like anything else, like, because you're coming from a broken world, right? And so this is why I say the kids are so important, because we can teach them to love themselves because they already do love themselves when they're little. And so what happens is if we can keep them loving themselves and trusting themselves and believing in themselves from day one and not breaking them, then we can have a whole next generation of kids that are at max potential, that know how to love the world, that know how to love each other, that know how to treat each other the way they want to be treated because they truly love themselves and they don't want to harm themselves, therefore they don't want to harm others. And like, that's a good society. That's something that we've never seen. This is why I always talk about the kids. The kids are important because we can just, it's easy. We just don't need to harm them. We have to protect them. We have to keep them innocent. Not put our trauma on them. But in order to not put our trauma on them, we still have to fix ours. So we treat them the way that we treat us, which is with complete love, with complete understanding, with forgiveness, with compassion, and the trust that they're going to do exactly what they're doing. They still have to learn. They're still going to have to make mistakes. They're going to have to make bad choices. However, we just allow them to do it, within reason. And if we instill little kids to not infringe on other people's free will instantly, and they grow up living that and understanding that that's the best thing to do, like that's the main rule in the world, don't infringe on someone's free will, that stops so much. I'm not touching you. I'm not punching you. I'm not manipulating you. I'm not tricking you for my gain. Because I don't want anyone to do that to me. And then they can walk up in the world where they can breathe. They don't have to worry about protecting their feelings, protecting themselves from getting hurt, protecting themselves from getting tricked. Protecting themselves from getting their heart just fucking shattered. Over and over again for all of eternity. Or you can just be like me and just toss it up anyways. Like, look, you have it. I believe in you. Keep it safe. I'm never gonna pull it back. You can carry it with you for all of eternity, for all I care. Because the act of me pulling my love away, that hurts. Not only does it hurt, mostly it hurts them more. I was thinking about that today. Like, you think about two human beings, right? And when, like, your heart breaks because of what? Because someone either physically takes your heart from you, not physically, but takes it and smashes it and runs from it, or steps on it and breaks it. Or like if two of you are together, as soon as one person starts pulling their heart back away, that's when you feel it and you start getting hurt because they're taking back what they gave you. And that's when the pain comes. And that's fine. I'll deal with that if that happens. But, I mean, I've dealt with it my whole life. It's normal to me. But on my part, I treat others the way I want to be treated. So I'm going to give you my heart. I'm going to give you me. And I'm never going to take it back. It doesn't mean I have to give you time. It doesn't mean I have to call you 24/7. It doesn't mean I have to be there at your beck and call. But I love you no matter what. For all of eternity. And you can never question whether or not I love you. You could put conditions on it. However, I don't put conditions on love. And your perception is your perception. But if I give you something, I give it to you. I don't expect it back. I don't expect anything. I freely give you it. I'm a giver. I try and do things, and really, honestly, like even so for the last year and a half, for sure, man, I had a situation where I did something, and before I did the act itself, I thought about it for a long time, for a couple days. And honestly, the moment came and I was like, you know what? I'm going to freely do this act. Because at first I may have had mixed expectations of why I was doing it. But then and over time I was like, it was a battle. It was a real battle in my mind. And I may have had alternative motives through the process before I did the act itself. But I said, but by the time when I made the decision to do the act, I deliberated before I did it, and I said, in my heart, in my mind, and I made it up. I said, this act itself has no strings attached, other than the human is worthy of it. Of me freely giving something. And everyone's worthy of people freely giving themselves. But in this instance, I was just saying, like, that is the reason why I'm giving it. Is because, why not? Why not? They deserve it. I couldn't come up with a reason why not to do it. Freely. And then I blew out, I took out any kind of alternative motives and all that stuff. There was zero there. And it took me days to overcome that and to go, no, Cody, you need to be mature about this. And if you are who you say you are and you believe in freely giving, and you got to exit out. You got to dispose of any connections, any strings attached, any fantasies, any outcomes of the act that you're doing and the reasons why you're doing it. You can only have one reason. What's the reason going to be? You can do it anything you want. But in my heart and in my mind, I was like, I'm going to do it because. Just because. Why not? They deserve it. It'll make them smile. It'll make them happy. They're human. They deserve it. They're fire. They're a beautiful person. And so I did it. It took me a while. It took me many times because honestly, a lot of it was I was going through the transition of understanding who I was, where I would overgive anyways. Like, well, I was an overgiver, right? And then, like, I look back in my past, and it's like a lot of the overgiving or the giving like that, even though consciously I didn't think of it like that, was maybe me trying to get something in return. And so I was like, when this decision came up, when this challenge came up, when this lesson came up, I was like, I'm going to make damn sure this time that I have zero expectations, I have zero alternative motives, and that the act that I do is just a complete act of love and freely giving to another human being just because. Why not? Because they deserve it. It would be cool if someone did that for me. And it's not that I want recognition or any of that stuff. It was just me going through the process and having the challenge and having the understanding and maturing in the act itself of why am I doing what I'm doing. And I just wanted to give. That's it. It was a weird ass battle to have, and I still remember it because I deliberated over it for a long time because I was like, it was weird. It was cool to go through a process like that against yourself and to understand that you can have control over your intentions. And you can make those intentions disappear. And where you can do acts with zero intention other than why not.
Hey, you know it's crazy.
Or they deserve it.
You ain't gonna never see them again. Don't need time waiting on nobody.
just because. They're human, I'm a human. Why not? I don't need anything in return. It just feels good to give. Not hold it against them for all of eternity. Not make them feel bad about it. Not expect anything in return. And then to sit in that energy. The biggest thing is so subconsciously, if you had wrong intentions, those intentions are projected, right? And I know this for a fact. So me growing up, I picked up people's energy. So when people would do acts, or they would say that they did, like acts or whatever, or they whatever, maybe even help me out or some way, I could judge whether or not if they had wrong intentions, like they were going to use that shit against me. That's what brought shame and guilt on me. It's because I picked up on all these energy signatures where people would say with their mouths, no, we did it because we love you freely, but in reality, their energy signatures and their actions used that shit against me for all of eternity and made me feel bad. And then it would come to fruition later in life where they would be like, yeah, and then they would use that shit against me. Well, we did this for you. You remember that? And I'm like, well, there it is. There it is with your holy heart to freely give somebody something. And so that's why it's like, but once you exit it out and you give with zero intent, then you don't ever have to worry about that energy coming on again. Like, well, projecting. And maybe they do think that. Maybe they think that in their head. I don't know. But I'll never use any of that against you because I exited out and that was never my intent. But it took me days to deliberate over that and to make sure that my intentions were clean and my ideas of what I was doing were clean. And that's why my whole life I've just tried and forget any acts that I do instantly. And I just freely do it and then just try and forget it instantly. Don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. Because I don't want people to ever think that they owe me anything. Because I felt like I owed the world everything. Because that was what was projected on me. Well, we did this. Well, we did that for you. We adopted you. We accepted you into our family. Like I'm the lucky one. And it's based on perception. No, but that was my old life. Because now people, I hang out with people and they accept me into their family. It's different. They don't fucking run around saying, we did this, we did that for you. No, they're going, what's up, Cody? And they just make me feel welcome. Welcome to our family. Not, we did this for you. But that's already on a negative foot. Anytime anyone says, we did this for you, and I need to make sure that I don't use those terms. But I try not to. I think I'm pretty good at not ever saying what I did for you. I would look at my life and say, as of right now, I think I've done a pretty damn good job at not saying what I've done for you. I try not to bring anything up that I've ever done for anybody. Ever. Because I don't want any part of that. I've just never wanted that guilt. I never wanted anyone else to feel the guilt that I felt. And that's why I said, that's why I do things in life. I do things that happen to me. I do the opposite. Like, that's what's cool about living. That's why I appreciate my past so much. I appreciate it completely. Because now I understand, I'm mature enough to understand that I've created my life based on doing the opposite of every human being in my life. Everything that they did that I did not like, I did the opposite. Or everything that I didn't get, I make damn sure to give to the rest of the people. And that's cool, dude. That's cool. That's definitely turning a negative into a positive. That's definitely overcoming all your trials and tribulations and making them good. That's definitely me looking at my past and learning my lesson and going, what's the lesson? The lesson is I didn't get this. So I'm going to give it to the rest of the world. I'm going to learn how to do it right. So I can do it for my kids. They don't feel like I felt. My imagination's coming back every day, and it's fun, dude. Like every shadow, water spots, dude, I see it's just brilliant. It's so brilliant to be a kid, man. Dude, I was sitting with a woman today, and she said she was a teacher, and she was a principal, and that she was done with kids. I said, that's funny, because I'm a kid. She goes, I know. She goes, I know. I said, that's fine. I said, I didn't get to be a kid when I was little, so now that I'm an adult, I was like, I'm going to let that kid play. I grew up too early. Now it's his time. We're just switching. I'm Benjamin Button in this. Benjamin Button in this. Today was beautiful, man. Every day is so perfect. That's what I'm saying, man. That's the point of me right now. It's like I just want to help the world, and I understand there's an in between there, because it's like I know, and I think a lot of me helping the world is gonna be just me continuing to be myself, me growing, me flourishing, me just being an example, and me having fun life, me treating my wife right, me raising kids right, me building communities right, me teaching people how to love right, and me just continuing to have as much fun in the meantime, or during that whole time, because it is fun. Sharing is fun. Teaching is fun. Inspiring is fun. Pulling people out of the darkness is fun. Because I was there. I know what it feels like. It's weird, man. Because the only hand that I ever saw was my Creator's hand. And it was invisible, but it just pulled me out. And it just pulled me to myself. Like, I look back at it now and it's like, I never saw anyone try and pull me out. It's not good or bad. It had to be exactly that way. I told you I'm a very stubborn individual, and individual is the key term. But this world needs individuals. It doesn't need any more sheep. And what I stand in is that I want you to be the best you. I don't want you to be me. I don't need you to be me. I'm me. You know, and that's the same thing I look for my partner. And the same thing I want to implement in my kids. I want them to be them. I want them to trust themselves. I want them to inspire themselves. I want to learn from them. Yeah, I understand. They're going to have to learn from me at first. But I understand the role of a good leader. And the leader is there to inspire and to get the best out of every human being that they can. Meaning, I want every human being, even though it's not going to happen, the kids will, but I want them to surpass me in every aspect. If I think that I can love this hard, I want to raise kids from day one to where they're capable of loving way harder than I ever could. I want them to be so clean that they have no reserves, they have no problems, they have no stops, they have no bad ideas, and they can soar. Well, I'm always going to have pride. I'm always going to have some ego. I'm always going to have trauma. I'm always going to have bad ideas. I'm always going to have 35 years of my life that were less than. But I want to make damn sure my kids, from day one, they never have that. And when my partner is here, I want to make damn sure that the buck stops there. Her previous life was that. And in the life that we choose to live together, we can just have a funeral for the time behind us. Never have to look at it again. We can, but it's dead. And it's just the past. And it was perfect. And it brought us together. So where now we can choose to grow and create our worlds together. And we can just dump all that past out, get rid of it, and just have us. And we can build on us. And we can trust each other and trust that the other person is going to do exactly what they do. And that she'll be the protector of my heart and I will be the protector of hers. And I will always have her best interest in hand and she will have mine in hand. So we can treat each other the way that we want to be treated. And not infringing each other's free will. That's love. That's love. That's the new world that I'm bringing. I holla. Love y'all. Peace.
All-time high, nobody tryna die. Told her, bro, you might as well try. I done got too high, but never too high to work that fire. Seem like everybody got it, but that shit a lie. I did my best, at least I tried. I never thought about suicide. I keep a vibe to ease my mind. Pills don't work for me. They joked around when I was down. I got them working for me. I came home at the right time. It was perfect for me. I dropped a 3 inside my family. My cook really dirty. I seen them all, he went breathing. That shit really hurt me. These niggas acting like they really is me. That really hurt me. Like they ain't out here just telling lies and all they verses. Only God can show me mercy. I'm the guy that buy her purses. I'm the guy that got them turned up. Ain't the guy that got him burnt up. That's what we gon' leave it at. Fucked around and gave away my heart, and I don't need it back. I done hit the ground a couple times, but it ain't leave a scratch. Don't need time, waiting on nobody. 3-5, I'm rolling and get my lungs right. It seem like the gunfights, fun life. Ain't no love life, all these bitches wanna fuck right. Running when he came, running from the jail, just ain't tryna catch a case, Long live my Z, man. Rest up a motherfucking soldier, man. Paper chasing Haitian, I'm telling you. This shit real. Double little baby, ain't loving on no lady. None of that. You feel me? Cut the fan on. It's cold as a motherfucker. Hey, you know it's crazy? When a bitch die, like, you ain't gonna never see them again. Don't need time waiting on nobody. 3-5, I'm rolling and get my lungs right. It seem like the gunfights, fun life. Ain't no love life, all these bitches wanna fuck right. Don't need time waiting on nobody. 3-5, I'm rolling and get my lungs right. It seem like the gunfights, fun life. Ain't no love life, all these bitches wanna fuck right. How my Zeke died, thought real niggas never die. Gotta sleep tight, cause people ain't waking up now. I know my nigga made it heaven, I know it. Wish I could call his phone and tell him how it's going. And his Glock look good with every outfit. I wanna put my nigga on, but he ain't out yet. I got him feeling for a song I just dropped yesterday. When it's dark clouds, you just gotta let it rain. Gotta let it rain. Let a nigga run up on me, I'ma let it rain. Before I love one of these hoes, I'ma love the bang. Ain't loving on no lady, double O, little baby, gang shit. Running when he came, running from the jail, just ain't tryna catch a case, Don't need time waiting on nobody. 3-5, I'm rolling and get my lungs right. It seem like the gunfights, fun life. Ain't no love life, all these bitches wanna fuck right. Running when he came, running from the jail, just ain't tryna catch a case, Stacking that an all-time high, nobody tryna die. I told her, bro, you might as well try. I done got too high, but never too high to work that fire. Seem like everybody got it, but that shit a lie. I did my best, at least I tried. I never thought about suicide. I keep a vibe to ease my mind. Pills don't work for me. They joked around when I was down, I got them working for me. I came home at the right time, it was perfect for me. I dropped a 3 inside my family, my cook really dirty. I seen them Marlo, he went breathing, that shit really hurt me. These niggas acting like they real as me, that really hurt me. Like they ain't out here just telling lies in all they verses. Only God can show me mercy. I'm the guy that buy her purses. I'm the guy that got them turned up. Ain't the guy that got him burnt up. That's what we gon' leave it at. Fucked around and gave away my heart, now I don't need it back. I done hit the ground a couple times, but it ain't leave a scratch.
Don't need time, waiting on nobody. 3-5, I'm rolling and get my lungs right. It seem like the gunfights, fun life. Ain't no love life, all these bitches wanna fuck right. Running when he came, running from the jail, yeah. Just ain't tryna catch a case, yeah. Long live my Z, man. Rest up a motherfucking soldier, man. Paper chasing Haitian, I'm telling you. This shit real. Double little baby, ain't loving on no lady. None of that. You feel me? Cut the fan on.
Can't hit as cold as a motherfucker.
Hey, you know it's crazy? When a bitch die, like, you ain't gonna never see them again. Don't need time, waiting on nobody. 3-5, I'm rolling and get my lungs right. It seem like the gunfights, fun life. Ain't no love life, all these bitches wanna fuck right. Don't need time, waiting on nobody. 3-5, I'm rolling and get my lungs right. It seem like the gunfights, fun life. Ain't no love life, all these bitches wanna fuck right. How my Zeke died, thought real niggas never die. Gotta sleep tight, cause people ain't waking up now. I know my nigga made it heaven, I know it. Wish I could call his phone and tell him how it's going. And his Glock look good with every outfit. I wanna put my nigga on, but he ain't out yet. I got him feeling for a song I just dropped yesterday. When it's dark clouds, you just gotta let it rain. Gotta let it rain. Let a nigga run up on me, I'ma let it rain. Before I love one of these hoes, I'ma love the bang. Ain't loving on no lady, double O, little baby, gang shit. Running when he came, running from the jail, yeah. Just ain't tryna catch a case, yeah. Don't need time, waiting on nobody. 3-5, I'm rolling and get my lungs right. It seem like the gunfights, fun life. Ain't no love life, all these bitches wanna fuck right. Running when he came, running from the jail, yeah. Just ain't tryna catch a case, yeah.
Thuggin' at an all-time high, nobody tryna die. I told her, bro, you might as well try. I done got too high, but never too high to work that fire. Seem like everybody got it, but that shit a lie. I did my best, at least I tried. I never thought about suicide. I keep a vibe to ease my mind. Pills don't work for me. They joked around when I was down, I got them working for me. I came home at the right time, it was perfect for me. I dropped a 3 inside my family, my cook really dirty. I seen them Marlo, he went breathing, that shit really hurt me. These niggas acting like they real as me, that really hurt me. Like they ain't out here just telling lies in all they verses. Only God can show me mercy. I'm the guy that buy her purses. I'm the guy that got them turned up. Ain't the guy that got him burnt up. That's what we gon' leave it at. Fucked around and gave away my heart, now I don't need it back. I done hit the ground a couple times, but it ain't leave a scratch.
Don't need time, waiting on nobody. 3-5, I'm rolling and get my lungs right. It seem like the gunfights, fun life. Ain't no love life, all these bitches wanna fuck right. Running when he came, running from the jail, yeah. Just ain't tryna catch a case, yeah. Long live my Z, man. Rest up a motherfucking soldier, man. Paper chasing Haitian, I'm telling you. This shit real. Double little baby, ain't loving on no lady. None of that. You feel me? Cut the fan on.
Can't hit as cold as a motherfucker.
Hey, you know it's crazy? When a bitch die, like, you ain't gonna never see them again. Don't need cause time waiting on nobody. 3-5, I'm rolling to get my lungs right. It seem like the gunfights fun life. Ain't no love life, all these bitches wanna fuck right. Don't need time cause time waiting on nobody. 3-5, I'm rolling to get my lungs right. It seem like the gunfights fun life. Ain't no love life, all these bitches wanna fuck right. How my Zeke died, thought real niggas never die. Gotta sleep tight, cause people ain't waking up now. I know my nigga made it heaven, I know it. Wish I could call his phone and tell him how it's going. And his Glock look good with every outfit. I wanna put my nigga on, but he ain't out yet. I got him feeling for a song I just dropped yesterday. When it's dark clouds, you just gotta let it rain. Gotta let it rain. Let a nigga run up on me, I'ma let it rain. Before I love one of these hoes, I'ma love the bang. Ain't loving on no lady, double O the baby, gang shit. Running when he came, running from the jail, just ain't tryna catch a case, Don't need time, cause time waiting on nobody. 3-5, I'm rolling to get my lungs right. It seem like the gunfights fun life. Ain't no love life, all these bitches wanna fuck right. Running when he came, running from the jail, just ain't tryna catch a case,
Thuggin' at an all-time high, nobody tryna die. I told her, bro, you might as well try. I done got too high, but never too high to work that fire. Seem like everybody got it, but that shit a lie. I did my best, at least I tried. I never thought about suicide. I keep a vibe to ease my mind. Pills don't work for me. They joked around when I was down, I got them working for me. I came home at the right time, it was perfect for me. I dropped a 3 inside my family, my cook really dirty. I seen them all, he went breathing, that shit really hurt me. These niggas acting like they real as me, that really hurt me. Like they ain't out here just telling lies in all they verses. Only God can show me mercy. I'm the guy that buy her purses. I'm the guy that got them turned up. Ain't the guy that got him burnt up. That's what we gon' leave it at. Fucked around and gave away my heart, now I don't need it back. I done hit the ground a couple times, but it ain't leave a scratch.
Don't need time, cause time waiting on nobody. 3-5, I'm rolling to get my lungs right. It seem like the gunfights fun life. Ain't no love life, all these bitches wanna fuck right. Running when he came, running from the jail, just ain't tryna catch a case, Long live my Z, man. Rest up a motherfucking soldier, man. Paper chasing Haitian, I'm telling you. This shit real. Double little baby, ain't loving on no lady. None of that. You feel me? Cut the fan on.
Can't handle the cold as a motherfucker.
Hey, you know it's crazy? When a bitch die, like, you ain't gonna never see them again. Don't need time, cause time waiting on nobody. 3-5, I'm rolling to get my lungs right. It seem like the gunfights fun life. Ain't no love life, all these bitches wanna fuck right. Don't need time, cause time waiting on nobody. 3-5, I'm rolling to get my lungs right. It seem like the gunfights fun life. Ain't no love life, all these bitches wanna fuck right. How my Zeke died, thought real niggas never die. Gotta sleep tight, cause people ain't waking up now. I know my nigga made it heaven, I know it. Wish I could call his phone and tell him how it's going. And his Glock look good with every outfit. I wanna put my nigga on, but he ain't out yet. I got him feeling for a song I just dropped yesterday. When it's dark clouds, you just gotta let it rain. Gotta let it rain. Let a nigga run up on me, I'ma let it rain. Before I love one of these hoes, I'ma love the bang. Ain't loving on no lady, double O the baby, gang shit. Running when he came, running from the jail, just ain't tryna catch a case, Don't need time, cause time waiting on nobody. 3-5, I'm rolling to get my lungs right. It seem like the gunfights fun life. Ain't no love life, all these bitches wanna fuck right. Running when he came, running from the jail, just ain't tryna catch a case,
Thuggin' at an all-time high, nobody tryna die. I told her, bro, you might as well try. I done got too high, but never too high to work that fire. Seem like everybody got it, but that shit a lie. I did my best, at least I tried. I never thought about suicide. I keep a vibe to ease my mind. Pills don't work for me. They joked around when I was down, I got them working for me. I came home at the right time, it was perfect for me. I dropped a 3 inside my family, my cook really dirty. I seen them all, he went breathing, that shit really hurt me. These niggas acting like they real as me, me that really irk me. Like they ain't out here just telling lies in all they verses. Only God can show me mercy. I'm the guy that buy her purses. I'm the guy that got them turned up. Ain't the guy that got him burnt up. That's what we gon' leave it at. Fucked around and gave away my heart, now I don't need it back. I done hit the ground a couple times, but it ain't leave a scratch.
Don't need time, cause time waiting on nobody. 3-5, I'm rolling and get my lungs right. It seem like the gunfights, fun life. Ain't no love life, all these bitches wanna fuck right. Running when he came, running from the jail, yeah. Just ain't tryna catch a case, yeah. Long live my Z, man. Rest up a motherfucking soldier, man. Paper chasing Haitian, I'm telling you. This shit real. Double little baby, ain't loving on no lady. None of that. You feel me? Cut the fan on. Running when he came, running from the jail, yeah. Just ain't tryna catch a case, yeah.
Thuggin' at an all-time high, nobody tryna die. I told her, bro, you might as well try. I done got too high, but never too high to work that fire. Seem like everybody got it, but that shit a lie. I did my best, at least I tried. I never thought about suicide. I keep a vibe to ease my mind. Pills don't work for me. They joked around when I was down, I got them working for me. I came home at the right time, it was perfect for me. I dropped the 3 inside my phantom, I cook really dirty. I seen them Marlo, he went breathing, that shit really hurt me. These niggas acting like they real as me, that really irk me. Like they ain't out here just telling lies in all they verses. Only God can show me mercy. I'm the guy that buy her purses. I'm the guy that got them turned up. Ain't the guy that got him burnt up. That's what we gon' leave it at. Fucked around and gave away my heart, now I don't need it back. I done hit the ground a couple times, but it ain't leave a scratch.
Don't need time, cause time waiting on nobody. 3-5, I'm rolling and get my lungs right. It seem like the gunfights, fun life. Ain't no love life, all these bitches wanna fuck right. Running when he came, running from the jail, yeah. Just ain't tryna catch a case, yeah. Long live my Z, man. Rest up a motherfucking soldier, man. Paper chasing Haitian, I'm telling you. This shit real. Double little baby, ain't loving on no lady. None of that. You feel me? Cut the fan on.
Can't handle the cold as a motherfucker.
Hey, you know it's crazy? When a bitch die, like, you ain't gonna never see them again. Don't need time, cause time waiting on nobody. 3-5, I'm rolling and get my lungs right. It seem like the gunfights, fun life. Ain't no love life, all these bitches wanna fuck right. Don't need time, cause time waiting on nobody. 3-5, I'm rolling and get my lungs right. It seem like the gunfights, fun life. Ain't no love life, all these bitches wanna fuck right. How my Zeke died, thought real niggas never die. Gotta sleep tight, cause people ain't waking up now. I know my nigga made it heaven, I know it. Wish I could call his phone and tell him how it's going. And his Glock look good with every outfit. I wanna put my nigga on, but he ain't out yet. I got him feeling for a song I just dropped yesterday. When it's dark clouds, you just gotta let it rain. Gotta let it rain. Let a nigga run up on me, I'ma let it rain. Before I love one of these hoes, I'ma love the bang. Ain't loving on no lady, double O the baby, gang shit. Running when he came, running from the jail, yeah. Just ain't tryna catch a case, yeah. Don't need time, cause time waiting on nobody. 3-5, I'm rolling and get my lungs right. It seem like the gunfights, fun life. Ain't no love life, all these bitches wanna fuck right. Running when he came, running from the jail, yeah. Just ain't tryna catch a case, yeah.
Thuggin' at an all-time high, nobody tryna die. I told her, bro, you might as well try. I done got too high, but never too high to work that fire. Seem like everybody got it, but that shit a lie. I did my best, at least I tried. I never thought about suicide. I keep a vibe to ease my mind. Pills don't work for me. They joked around when I was down, I got them working for me. for me. I came home at the right time, it was perfect for me. I dropped a 3 inside my family, my coat really dirty. I seen the Marlo, he went breathing, that shit really hurt me. These niggas acting like they real as me, that really hurt me. Like they ain't out here just telling lies and all they verses. Only God can show me mercy. I'm the guy that buy her purses. I'm the guy that got them turned up. Ain't the guy that got him burnt up. That's what we gon' leave it at. Fucked around and gave away my heart, now I don't need it back. I done hit the ground a couple times, but it ain't leave a scratch.
Don't need time, cause time waiting on nobody. 3-5, I'm rolling and get my lungs right. It seem like the gunfights, fun life. Ain't no love life, all these bitches wanna fuck right. Running when he came, running from the jail, just ain't tryna catch a case, Long live my Z, man. Rest up a motherfucking soldier, man. Pepper chasing Haitian, I'm telling you. This shit real. Double little baby, ain't loving on no lady. None of that. You feel me? Cut the fan on.
Can't handle the cold as a motherfucker.
Hey, you know it's crazy? When a bitch die, like, you ain't gonna never see them again. Don't need time, cause time waiting on nobody. 3-5, I'm rolling and get my lungs right. It seem like the gunfights, fun life. Ain't no love life, all these bitches wanna fuck right. Don't need time, cause time waiting on nobody. 3-5, I'm rolling and get my lungs right. It seem like the gunfights, fun life. Ain't no love life, all these bitches wanna fuck right. How my Zeke died, thought real niggas never die. Gotta sleep tight, cause people ain't waking up now. I know my nigga made it heaven, I know it. Wish I could call his phone and tell him how it's going. And his Glock look good with every outfit. I wanna put my nigga on, but he ain't out yet. I got him feeling for a song I just dropped yesterday. When it's dark clouds, you just gotta let it rain. Gotta let it rain. Let a nigga run up on me, I'ma let it rain. Before I love one of these hoes, I'ma love the bang. Ain't loving on no lady, double O the baby, gang shit. Running when he came, running from the jail, just ain't tryna catch a case, Don't need time, cause time waiting on nobody. 3-5, I'm rolling and get my lungs right. It seem like the gunfights, fun life. Ain't no love life, all these bitches wanna fuck right. Running when he came, running from the jail, just ain't tryna catch a case,
Thuggin' at an all-time high, nobody tryna die. I told her, bro, you might as well try. I done got too high, but never too high to work that fire. Seem like everybody got it, but that shit a lie. I did my best, at least I tried. I never thought about suicide. I keep a vibe to ease my mind. Pills don't work for me. They joked around when I was down, I got them working for me. I came home at the right time, it was perfect for me. I dropped a 3 inside my family, my coat really dirty. I seen the Marlo, he went breathing, that shit really hurt me. These niggas acting like they real as me, that really hurt me. Like they ain't out here just telling lies and all they verses. Only God can show me mercy. I'm the guy that buy her purses. I'm the guy that got them turned up. Ain't the guy that got him burnt up. That's what we gon' leave it at. Fucked around and gave away my heart, now I don't need it back. I done hit the ground a couple times, but it ain't leave a scratch.
Don't need time, cause time waiting on nobody. 3-5, I'm rolling and get my lungs right. It seem like the gunfights, fun life. Ain't no love life, all these bitches wanna fuck right. Running when he came, running from the jail, just ain't tryna catch a case, Long live my Z, man. Rest up a motherfucking soldier, man. Pepper chasing Haitian, I'm telling you. This shit real. Double little baby, ain't loving on no lady. None of that. You feel me? Cut the fan on.
Can't handle the cold as a motherfucker.
Hey, you know it's crazy? When a bitch die, like, you ain't gonna never see them again. Don't need time, cause time waiting on nobody. 3-5, I'm rolling and get my lungs right. It seem like the gunfights, fun life. Ain't no love like all these bitches wanna fuck right. Don't need time, cause time waiting on nobody. 3-5, I'm rolling and get my lungs right. It seem like the gunfights, fun life. Ain't no love like all these bitches wanna fuck right. How my Zeke died, thought real niggas never die. Gotta sleep tight, cause people ain't waking up now. I know my nigga made it heaven, I know it. Wish I could call his phone and tell him how it's going. And his Glock look good with every outfit. I wanna put my nigga on, but he ain't out yet. I got him feeling for a song I just dropped yesterday. When it's dark clouds, you just gotta let it rain. Gotta let it rain. Let a nigga run up on me, I'ma let it rain. Before I love one of these hoes, I'ma love the bang. Ain't loving on no lady, double O the baby, gang shit. Running when he came, running from the jail, just ain't tryna catch a cage, Don't need time, cause time waiting on nobody. 3-5, I'm rolling and get my lungs right. It seem like the gunfights, fun life. Ain't no love like all these bitches wanna fuck right. Running when he came, running from the jail, just ain't tryna catch a cage,
Thuggin' at an all-time high, nobody tryna die. I told her, bro, you might as well try. I done got too high, but never too high to work that fire. Seem like everybody got it, but that shit a lie. I did my best, at least I tried. I never thought about suicide. I keep a vibe to ease my mind. Pills don't work for me. They joked around when I was down, I got them working for me. I came home at the right time, it was perfect for me. I dropped the 3 inside my found him, I cooked really dirty. I seen him all he went breathing, that shit really hurt me. These niggas acting like they real as me, that really hurt me. Like they ain't out here just telling lies and all they verses. Only God can show me mercy. I'm the guy that buy her purses. I'm the guy that got them turned up. Ain't the guy that got him burnt up. That's what we gon' leave it at. Fucked around and gave away my heart, now I don't need it back. I done hit the ground a couple times, but it ain't leave a scratch.
Don't need time, cause time waiting on nobody. 3-5, I'm rolling and get my lungs right. It seem like the gunfights, fun life. Ain't no love like all these bitches wanna fuck right. Running when he came, running from the jail, just ain't tryna catch a cage, Long live my Z, man. Rest up a motherfucking soldier, man. Paper chasing Haitian, I'm telling you. This shit real. Double little baby, ain't loving on no lady. None of that. You feel me? Cut the fan on.